Hey guys, I just wanted to get this off my chest. I ordinarily don't make videos like this because I more so dedicate my videos to countdowns, everything wrong with videos, and occasionally commentaries. But this just crosses the line, so I had to rant about this. I've posted some community posts and Twitter posts about this, but I felt like going into a more in-depth rant about this. So, Pokemon Sword and Shield were announced this past February, and ever since they were announced, everyone was hyped. And when we got the Pokemon Direct 2 weeks ago, the hype could only go up from here. Or so it seemed. Game Freak soon announced that these games would not be bringing back the National Pokédex from the previous games. And everyone was understandably angered by this. Every game in the series had all Pokemon up to this point. And this generation is taking a lot of them away unless they decide to bring them back later, but we shouldn't assume they'll bring them back yet. When I heard people complaining about it, I thought their complaints were valid and understandable, and I even agree that it's a major problem. But last night, I found out just how toxic these people are acting. After my E3 2019 list, I heard that about 90% of the Pokemon fans are actually saying that it makes these games automatically the worst games of E3 of 2019. Yep, you're hearing me right. The general consensus actually says that a generation that doesn't have every Pokemon is worse than games that will be potentially filled with terrible glitches and bad design overall. And I've got to ask, how? How does having less Pokemon while still seeming functional make it worse than games that seem like they'll be completely flawed in every conceivable way? What, did this news kill your grandmother or something? And I know research will help me with my point. Well, these people should explain why this is a big problem so that we don't have to go through all that trouble of doing research. The only reason I'm getting it is that Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. But these people are blowing this way out of proportion and acting like this would be like the video game crash of 1980 all over again. One person even acted like the majority's opinion is completely fact and that people have no right to get these games. Not only that, but everyone who's still looking forward to this game is automatically accused of being fanboys. Now, as I said, it's okay if you're annoyed with it. I'm annoyed with it too. And if you think these games will be bad because of it, then maybe it would be understandable. But seriously? By the way, I love how a lot of you guys are saying that being different means Pokemon is ruined forever. Yet when Zelda decides to be different in Breath of the Wild, everyone praises it as the new best Zelda game and wouldn't mind seeing the Zelda formula continue this way. And speaking of hypocrisy, I love how people called me a whiner when I was complaining about how Pokemon Sun and Moon, Breath of the Wild, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate were going to take away stuff before the games came out. People told me I was acting like a baby, and then they go ahead and say that Sword and Shield doing this automatically makes them the worst games of E3 of 2019. So, why is it okay for these people to let this ruin the game for them, but it's not okay for me to be mad about stuff like this when I never even said the games would be bad because of this? What makes these people any better? Well, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. I hope I don't get backlash for this rant. I'm trying not to come off like an internet tough guy. Remember, you're allowed to express your opinions, and I can't force you to buy a game if you don't want to. But like everyone's been saying for the past couple years, you need facts to back up your opinions, especially when you say that a game with one inconvenience will make it worse than completely buggy games. Either give better reasons as to why this makes it the worst, or please stop blowing it out of proportion. Otherwise, it might make Game Freak want to take it away even more, and we're all going to be punished for what the complainers did. This has been Metapipe7 II, and I will see you later.